Hello, welcome to Thoughtful Tarot. Welcome back if you've been here before. I'm going to do a timeless love reading, all signs, and I'm going to begin by taking an animal oracle card. Set healthy boundaries. So I think this is very important in relationships. It's very important to do this right from the beginning. And then nobody's under any illusions and nobody can be accused of leading anybody on. Excuse me. So set healthy boundaries. I'm then going to take 3 tarot cards from the Sightseers deck. So we have the 7 of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, and the 2 of Pentacles. So initially this looks like it's more about a long-term growing situation rather than stars in the sky, fireworks exploding in the sky kind of energy. But this is a really nice energy. 7 of Pentacles is talking about this growing, planting the seeds, and over time this lovely tree, lovely little bonsai tree. I've got a tree exactly like that in my kitchen. Anyway, so that's it's got time to grow in a healthy way. The King of Pentacles is really cool. He's, very earthy, but, he can be quite wealthy as well. Not flashy, more kind of, this green here and this, the kind of hairstyle that he's got. He's not flashy. He doesn't flash his wealth. He's got his dog by his side there, so he loves animals. Just a really nice energy, really nice kind of energy. So looks like you might be having a bit of a struggle trying to get this to manifest in the way that you want it to. But it's here in the spirit realm, and it's got a good chance of coming through here. You have to play your cards right. So set your boundaries. If you want, if you say right at the beginning that you want something long-term, a long-term relationship, you want something that builds, then, they can accept that and not try and rush you. And I don't think that this person would. But if you want excitement, being taken out to dinner all the time and being made a fuss of and bought presents for and all that kind of thing, then you have to kind of, if that's your love language, if that's how you feel loved, then you have to let them know. If you're interested in a relationship with them, then you need to let them know what makes you happy. And, by the same token, you need to find out what makes them happy. So get all the boundaries sorted as quickly as possible with this person. Right, I'm going to take 3 of these cards, the Fairy Oracle card, Brian Froud. So we have, I have to put my glasses on to read these. We have G. Hobya. We have Unity. And we have She of the Cruach. So G. Hobya is a card that speaks of imaginary fears, unreal hazards, realistic caution. It's a time to look for the truth behind our fears, to distinguish between what is real and what is just our projection of old traumas and fears into our imaginary future. By delving into our old patterns, we can see past them to a more liberating life. Only by facing these fears honestly and seeing them for what they are do we gain greater ability to open our hearts. Okay, so that's don't let past experiences colour this experience that you're having now with this person. If you've met this person or if you're about to meet them, take it as it resonates. And this card here, Unity, speaks of union, mystical experience, spiritual home. So when this card comes up in a reading, it is asking us to remember the mystical concept that we are all one, unified in a holistic universe. It reminds us to look at the needs and goals we have in common with others and to seek cooperation and community action rather than attempting to do everything on our own. So, it's here, it's making me think that don't let experiences of the past lead you to having one foot in and one foot out here. When you find this person, or as I say, if you've already found them, and it's somebody you really like, you know they're a good person, you can look at them and think, long term, this is something that I want, then you must seriously think about jumping in with both feet, not trying to keep one foot in and one foot out, because it doesn't work. And I'm not saying jump in without making all the right, being discerning and finding out if it's a good person, and as a disclaimer, I'm not saying just jump into something. What I'm saying is, if you decide that this is something you really want and this is a good person and probably the right person for you, then you need to commit to both feet in, not one foot in and one foot out. So, She of the Cruach. This card speaks of the receptive principle, nurturing and fertility. So that kind of makes me feel like the Empress. The Empress reminds me of the Empress card. She of the Cruach may indicate a form of pregnancy, a necessary time of nurturing and development. We need to be open to her overflowing grace. She may also indicate a need to allow her nurturing grace to flow through us to others in the form of unconditional love and giving and spiritual healing. She tells us of the need for unconditional receiving, of making the best of what we are offered. She also reminds us that unbounded love and grace is ours, just waiting to be accepted. The presence of this card in a reading radiates comfort and nurturing to the cards around it. So it really does seem like there are great possibilities for this relationship. And the thing that stands out to me most from this card is the fact that it's asking you to really nurture this relationship. You've decided you want it. You've got both feet in. So, really nurture it. Act as if, act in a way that you want the relationship to be, if that makes sense. So don't judge everything, with like a magnifying glass. Feel things rather than thinking things all the time. If something upsets you, investigate why you're feeling upset about it, and make sure that it's just something that is you reacting because of past, trauma, and making a big issue out of something that doesn't need to be, it doesn't need to create chaos. So I'm not saying accept being treated badly, obviously, but have a kind of nurturing. It's asking you to have a really nurturing attitude towards this relationship. Really look after it. Don't accept any, crap, but make sure you're not reading things into it that aren't there because you've got this stuff going on from the past. Try and let go of everything, begin a clean slate, and nurture this relationship into something beautiful, because it does have the potential to be that. I'm going to take one last card from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. And we get by the book. So within the relationship and the way you're doing things, do things by the book. That is tried and tested. Do things by your book, by how you want to be treated, how you would like to be treated. Nurture this relationship in that way. It's got the number 11 here. It's my favourite number. It's like a very, I think it's a nurturing number, the number 11. It is for me. So this by the book is follow the rules of making a fantastic relationship. So maybe you need to read. Maybe you need to read the 5 love languages to find out what your love language is and what your partner's love language is. If you just Google the 5 love languages, it'll come up. So you know how to make them feel loved, and you can let them know how you feel loved, what actions or words or whatever it is, whatever your love language is, you will feel nurtured and loved if your partner speaks that love language to you, and vice versa. If you speak your partner's love language to them, they will feel loved. And they don't need to, they're probably not the same love language. So that's what I have for you. And I hope that resonates, makes sense. If you enjoyed the reading or you got anything from it, please like and subscribe to my channel. It's free, and I will speak to you again soon. Bye for now.